Hey everyone, welcome back to the FX Geek. In today's video, we're going to talk about two basic but very important things in Forex trading: swap and spread. Now, if you're new to Forex, you might have already seen these words on your trading platform, or maybe you've noticed some small extra costs when opening or holding trades, but you weren't sure where they came from. Don't worry, you're not alone. Every beginner asks the same questions. In this video, I'll explain exactly what swap and spread mean in simple words. So even if this is your first week learning Forex, you'll understand it fully. I'll also show you some real examples using a live chart, so you'll see how swaps and spreads actually look when you're trading. So grab your coffee, relax, and let's get started. Alright, so let's start with the first one, spread. If you look here on the right side of the TradingView chart, you can see that we are currently looking at the EUR/USD pair, which is the most popular currency pair in the Forex market. Notice these two prices right here. One says 1.08148 and the other says 1.08157. These two prices are called the bid and the ask. The lower one, 1.08148, is the bid, and the higher one, 1.08157, is the ask. The spread is simply the difference between these two numbers. In this case, it's a 0.9 pip spread. This is the small cost you automatically pay every time you open a trade. Think of it like the broker service fee, but instead of paying it directly, it's hidden inside the prices you see. So when you hit buy, you will always buy at the higher price, ask. And when you hit sell, you will sell at the lower price, bid. That's why, right after you open a trade, you might notice you're already in a small loss. That's the spread. Now, keep in mind, spreads are not always the same. They change depending on how much activity is happening in the market. During big news or quiet periods, they can widen or narrow. So now you understand what the spread is. It's that small hidden cost you pay instantly when you open a trade. But there is one more fee you need to be aware of, especially if you plan to hold your trades overnight, and that's called the swap. Let me show you exactly how it works. Alright, to help you understand swaps even better, let's look at this simple graphic. So here, you can see what happens when you hold a position overnight. On day one, you open your trade as usual, but if you don't close it before the day ends and you move into day two, your broker will apply something called a rollover. This is where the swap comes in. The broker will either debit or credit your account, depending on the interest rate difference between the two currencies you are trading. If you're lucky and the interest rate works in your favor, you will get a small credit. But most of the time, you will actually pay a small fee. That's the swap. This is important for all traders, but especially for swing traders or anyone who likes to hold positions for several days. Day traders who close their trades within the same day don't usually worry about swap, since it only applies if you leave the position open overnight. So remember, swaps only come into play when you carry your trade from one day to the next. Alright, so to quickly sum it up, in Forex trading, you mainly deal with two types of costs. The first is the spread, which is the small difference between the buying and selling price that you pay instantly when you open a trade. The second is the swap, which is a fee or a credit you get if you hold your trade overnight, depending on the interest rate difference between the two currencies you're trading. Both of these are very important to understand, even if you're just starting out, because they can directly affect your result without you even noticing if you're not careful. Always check the swap and spread before entering a trade. And if you're a day trader who closes trades the same day, you usually only need to care about the spread. But if you hold positions overnight, swaps will start to play a role too. If you found this explanation helpful, make sure to leave a like, and if you have any questions about spreads, swaps, or Forex in general, just drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more Forex tips, broker reviews, and trading tutorials here on the FX Geek.